Okay, we're back at the just generic Google homepage. We looked at the Gmail, which I absolutely love. As far as email goes, it's a great way of keeping your messages organized. You can tag things as well with little notes to yourself, etc. Now the next thing I'd like to show you is the My Account feature. Once you have an account with Google, there are lots of different Google features that you can sign up for that are free. Google Alerts is a way to set up a set of search criteria, and then anytime a new website is posted on the internet that matches your search criteria, it sends you an email letting you know about it. We've looked a little bit at the book search, but now you can have your own personal library setting once you have a Google account. Google Docs is really great. It is basically a place where you can have a web version of Word, Excel, Microsoft Word, Excel, and also PowerPoint. So I put together this PowerPoint, for example, using Google Docs, and then I can access it from any computer in the world. Basically, it's stored on their server, and this is the actual PowerPoint that I'm seeing here, and then I could actually play the PowerPoint presentation if I wanted. Whoops, that's not the right button. Anyway, so it's actually a pretty cool, that's what I was looking for, feature that you can use even if you don't have basically, and I'm going to go down here to the next one. So essentially, it's a great tool for if you don't actually have PowerPoint or Microsoft Word or whatever, or Excel on your home computer, or if you want to access things from, other places when you don't have a zip drive or don't have your information stored somewhere easily accessible. So that is Google Docs. And you can also share documents, like I was in this I want to show you guys this because it's pretty cool. I was in this committee where we had to rank and read all these different articles together with the committee, so we all signed up for this shared document that we can then edit together. And so this was an Excel spreadsheet, and we would come in and we would post our own scores into the spreadsheet, and they would calculate the final ratings over here, and anyone could come into this document and make changes or additions at any point without having to get approval from anybody else. So it was a nice way for us to work on a document together as a committee. And so we all have Google accounts, and we all just signed up for access to this particular document, and it's actually pretty cool. So back to My Account. Some other cool things that you can get to. iGoogle is a customized interface for Google, and I'll be showing that in the next section of video, so I'm going to skip it for right now. Google Talk is another kind of chatting service. Google Analytics I use for getting statistics from my website. Google Calendar is really great. It's their calendar feature. It shows all the things that you have on your to-do list for any particular day or week. Here's my week last week. And you can see what you have, for a whole month or for a week at a time. And what's nice is that if, let's say that, what's today, the 16th, let's say I wanted to set up another appointment for today, and actually I do have something at 1 o'clock. I could just say my event at 1 o'clock is a brown bag presentation. It starts at 1, and it's not all day. Let's see, it goes to 2. It's in Library 104. And then what you can do down here is say, I want a reminder emailed to me 10 minutes beforehand. I want a pop-up reminder an hour beforehand. But I actually like my email to come, like let's see, 1 day before. I like to get my email reminder the night before, and then a pop-up reminder like on the day of the event. and then you can customize the privacy. And now I have this here, and an hour before this event, since I scheduled it for today, I'll get a reminder popping up on my computer screen telling me that I have this presentation in 1 hour. So this is a nice way to just remind yourself if you have things coming up, and it's easy to get to. You'll notice from up here from Google Calendar, you can still get back to Gmail or your documents, photo reader, or the web. If I click here, I'm just going to get back to the regular old web page. So everything within Google is sort of interconnected. I'm just going to keep going through my accounts. There is Google Maps, which we've already looked at. Page Creator is really cool. It is a place to create websites for free. I created this Alaskan artist web page in really about 1 or 2 minutes, because it has essentially templates that you can go through and pick a template that looks good to you, and then you just add your own name instead of the name that they have there, and you maybe upload your own picture, and then you actually have this kind of great website or cool website that looks pretty professional, that's just out there immediately available on the web, and you can send the address to your friends and however you want. So that's Page Creator. You can come into Page Creator and play around if you like. I'm going to go back to the web and then back into my account. So that was Page Creator for setting up free websites. Web History, when you're logged on, it keeps a history of the sites that you visited recently, so you can get back and find something. If you've maybe found a great article yesterday and now you can't remember how you got to it, you can go into your web history if you're logged in, and you can see that. You can also delete it if you want. Blogger is something that I use quite a bit, and I'll show you in a different section about Blogger. Custom search, groups, news, Reader. There's just a ton of stuff. It gets a little overwhelming to me because all of these accounts are really helpful and really useful, but I don't want to sort of overwhelm you with too much information. So this is all I'll show you about Google Accounts right now, and then we might get into some of these other resources in videos coming up in just a little bit.